What does tech writing have to do with a broken leg? As you're no doubt aware of by now, I like to have strange references for a lot of things, hence the McDonald's principle. Didn't think you were going to be hearing about that one, huh? Well, when it comes to judging instructions, I have something called the broken leg test. What is that? Glad you asked. The broken leg test really is quite simple. What I mean by the broken leg test is if I'm using a set of instructions, can someone who has no experience do it? Specifically, if I have a broken leg and someone has to set it, and they only have the set of instructions. Would I want them to use that set of instructions? If it's written in enough detail, then I'd be a lot more likely to want them to use that set of instructions than if it's written very horribly. So when you write your instructions, look at it and think about if I was using something of this depth to set a leg, would it be good enough? Because setting broken bones or dislocated joints isn't always a fun task, and it would be even worse if people didn't know what they were doing. First, it would be worse if we didn't have the benefit of history and research. Early ways to set a dislocated bone included holding someone down and yanking it back into place. Think about that one for a second. But what I particularly love is this quote from William Buchanan's Domestic Medicine, first published in 1769. The most unequivocal symptoms of fracture are the crepitus or grating noise distinguished on moving the limb, occasioned by the fractured ends, the separation and inequalities of the ends of the fracture when the bone is superficial, the changes in forms of the limb, and the shortening of it. In other words, if it didn't look broken, move things around a bit and listen for the sound of the broken pieces rubbing together. So, we want to obviously know the most up-to-date procedures. But the broken leg test also has a lot to do with how clearly we present these things. If we had a nice, detailed, well thought out set of instructions, but it was presented something like this or like this, would you want someone setting a broken bone on your body using them? The thing to remember about the broken leg test is it's all about usability. If the document is good enough to be used to set a broken leg, it's good enough to be used for what its intended purpose is. And that's what instructions are too. I mean, all of the tech writing all of the tech writing is designed for a specific purpose to achieve a specific effect. Broken leg test, I think, is just one of the things that drives it home, and I hope it helped you. See you next video.